Yeah, it's Tuesday, not Monday. And we're a man down. Terrificon took a toll. But it's okay, because the DJ's spinning tonight. Here we go.
What is up, Defects? We are fresh off Terrificon 2022, and as you can see, like Guy Forge said, took a toll. It took a toll. Jay is somewhere receiving hydration, I believe. So we had to bring in a pinch runner. I'm gonna say runner, okay? A little pinch runner. All right. What do you got, Guy?
Chicky. That's my DJ.
Yo,
what is going Linx
on? What is going on, guys? Thank you for having me. This is a tremendous opportunity, and I'm ready to get it on Defect style. Let's get it on.
Hold on. For the first time on the channel.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I know you don't have the audio ready, but I'm just gonna do it because DJ Linx is in the building.
DJ Linx is in the building. I can get my wife to come say DJ Linx.
Okay, yeah, there you go.
We need the recreation.
Yeah. If y'all don't know, you're crazy. DJ Linx putting out crazy content. The guy's all over the place, buying mystery boxes out the ass. I mean, the stuff he gets is crazy. If you guys are not linked up to his channel, I mean, you're nuts. So just if you're not there, go there now and link up. Oh, link up. There you go. I just put
link up with the links.
Yeah, we'll wait.
Oh.
Yeah, listen, link is in the description, but don't worry. If you're not sure just yet, let him win you over, right? He's gonna show you what he's got, and then you're gonna click on his link and you're gonna sub up his channel because it's good content. Okay, he just dropped a video today. We'll talk about that. We'll tease that in a little bit.
Yeah.
Let's take care of some housekeeping first, Guy Forge. People running in here already. I seen a super chat right off the bat. I can't highlight it anymore because it's too far gone.
It came in before we started, so
yes.
Those things do not come in. But I think it was Big Daddy, right?
Yes, it was. Big John
Ross.
$20
super chat. Big John, dude, got to hang out with him this weekend. Good dude. So thank you so much. Always a pleasure. And I'm gonna show something later that he okayed me. So
yeah, and we're gonna show something right now.
Make it rain on me, Defects. Yeah. I can feel it. More.
This is Link's first time to Eva.
Just get it out the way.
Yeah.
Listen, I heard that got played a lot last week while I wasn't here.
No.
That was the rumor.
Couple times.
You know?
My nephew called me and told me that he was turning it up.
I heard that too. So I missed everybody last week. So chat, thank you for hanging with Jay, Guy. Who else was on? Otto and Thorough, right?
Yeah.
So I jumped in for a few minutes. I wasn't able to stay too long, but don't worry, I'm back. The order has returned. What is that? Jay hydrating to that clip. He might be dehydrating to that clip. Okay. So yes. We got some cool stuff tonight. We're going to talk a little bit about Terrificon. We got new comic book day and a little bit of news, nothing too crazy. We're going to try to keep it to like an hour and 15 because it's not our normal night. We don't want to step on any toes. You got TiVo coming up at 9, a little after 9 here on YouTube, Lords of the Long Box. So let's just get right into it. Guy Forge, do you want to do us the honors and take a roll of the Butcher 105 and tell us about our sponsors?
Yeah, why not? Express Comic Book Pressing Service, Erod 212. He will blaze your books, ladies and gentlemen. Defects, you already know. Defects 10 gets you 10% off. Erod was getting business this weekend. I know that. I introduced him to some people because how don't you introduce Erod when they say, I need my books pressed? So you're crazy if you don't go to him. He's got 9 presses running right now. I mean, the guy is out of control. So if you know what's good for you and you want your books, blazed, Head over there. Give him a shout. And DJ Linx's second favorite beaver, Mutant Beaver Comics. 10% off with the Defects 10 code. I'm just surprising him and saying stuff because I want to see his face backstage. MutantBeaverComics.com. Do not go to MutantBeaver.com. It will send you someplace else. MutantBeaverComics.com. They ship worldwide, guys. So tell the boys the Defects sent you.
All right. Another little piece of housekeeping here. Since, again, this is not our night, we want to make sure we're giving everybody the proper due. Starting tonight, over on Whatnot, is the new Attack on Tuesdays. And basically right there, that's all channel family, right? You got Erod, you got Very Gary, and you got Davis Ryder. Mm-hmm. So right now, 7 to 8:30, Erod's winding up his show, 8:30 to 10. Gary takes over, and then 10 o'clock on, you got Davis on the West Coast. So if you're looking for books tonight, head over there because, like I said, this isn't our regular night, so we ain't trying to take anybody's clout. So Attack on Tuesdays, maybe you'll see us on there at some point on Whatnot, probably sooner than later. I know we keep saying that, but we got a lot going on. We got a lot going on right now.
It's very easy to go like this and just see what Erod's doing while you're watching us. So
there you go. You could have them. You actually can have both open. You can have both open at the same time. It's pretty nice.
So, Erod's got a cool Star Wars book up right now.
He's posting Star Wars?
Yeah.
There you go. Oh, there you go.
Nice. That's nice.
Tales of the Unnamed World.
And then with the whole YouTube has the picture-in-picture now on the iPhone. So you can even have both on if you want.
That one right there.
See, got it right in his hands.
Boom.
Look how fast
he just put up this hip hop variant.
Oh, that's dope. There you go.
That's cool. All right, guys.
So a lot of you there's Jay in the chat. A lot of you guys I see in the chat were at Terrificon. So we're gonna start off talking about Terrificon, okay? There you go. Catch you next week. He'll be back, don't worry. We want to talk about Terrificon, right? We're all still kind of out of it, so we're gonna ease into this show. Linx was in the building. His video today is about 3 huge personal grails that he acquired this weekend. Right? They were all at Terrificon. Am I right?
Yeah, you call it a super fire haul.
Yeah, thank you. Super fire. I burnt my hand. I needed oven mitts.
You want to give a little tease? I don't want you to tell us all 3 books. We don't want people to go watch them. But you want to give us a little tease? A little partial story?
Yeah, thank you. I went there with the intention of getting one of those books. I'm a Hulk guy. People that watch the channel know I'm a Hulk guy. I'm trying to complete the Hulk run of volume, whatever it is, 102 up until 474. I need 4 books to complete that run. So then I was just like, F it. Let me dip my toe into the Tales to Astonish realm. And I picked up 3 of the, I want to say the bigger keys from the Tales to Astonish, just the Hulk stuff. And got an amazing deal on those 3 books. And if you want to find out what those books are, you're going to have to go to the channel. But fantastic books, fantastic grades. Like it was nauseating how cheap those books were and the grades that they were at.
Okay. So some deals to be had at Terrificon.
Very much so. I think for me, it was, depending on the vendor, dude still had, early pandemic prices going on. And then other dudes were, other cats, they were in tune with reality and what's actually happening. So I was just the benefactor of some great deals.
There you go. Yeah, me and Guy didn't get there until late Saturday. So we didn't really get to do a lot of browsing of books. I didn't really have an intention of buying much. So I took the time to kind of hang out with some people, talk to some people. We signed some books. Actually, we're gonna have the first witnessed and graded copies of our exclusive from Dynamite by BLC. So we had to go over to Captured Collectibles. We had to sign in front of the witness. He's getting his paperwork, so he will officially have the first signed copy of that. So that was pretty cool.
That's awesome.
So, obviously we hung out at Gary's booth a little bit. He was doing business as usual, killing it. Great prices. People cleaned out a bunch of his runs. He moved a lot of slabs. That's how you know. Good sign of that you got good prices and good inventory is that the booth is busy. Saturday show was actually sold out. It was to the capacity, so there was no more people. They weren't allowing anybody else in. It was fully maxed out, 100%.
Wow.
You know, by the time Sunday rolled around, we were just ready to leave. We were all just ready to leave. It was a long Saturday night, so didn't get to do as much comic book stuff as I would have liked to, but I got to hang with the community. So I'm going to go to Linx first and let us give us his take kind of on Terrificon this year compared to last year with the artists. I don't know if you got any SIGs. Give me your overall take comic book wise. Like, we'll talk about the community in a minute, but just comic book wise, content creators, artists, writers, you know, what'd you think this year compared to last year?
Yeah, thank you. I actually wasn't there last year, so this was my first time at Terrificon.
Okay.
Yeah, like compared to other cons like New York Comic Con, C2E2 in Chicago that I went to, I think this one was more comic book stuff. So the vendors and then the artists and even some of the celebrities that were there, it was definitely a bigger focus on comic books as opposed to pop culture, because a lot of them are not even Comic Cons anymore. They're just pop culture cons. For me, like on Friday, we got there and it was about, you know, the community. And then on Saturday, that was actually my day to kind of like dig through bins and stuff like that. I was hungover as shit on Saturday.
Yeah.
So I went. I got there early, sunglasses on. I didn't bring a camera. I was just like, yeah, I'm just gonna do me. I don't want to film YouTube stuff, and I had a blast. But definitely, more comic book oriented as far as SIGs. Got, you know, a bunch of books signed by John Jang. John Jang is a great dude, and if anybody sees him at a con, definitely stop him. John Jang, Javon Jordan, who's a good friend. He did my exclusive, and then you guys were talking about your exclusive. I got mine. He signed it, and then I signed my own copy, and then that's going with the CGC. So I was really excited about that. Cool. John Jang, Ariel Diaz, who did those Something Is Killing the Children, the spot foil covers. And I think that's it as far as signatures, but just like talking to the artists and like hanging out with them is just as good as a SIG.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, some of the bigger names. Tony Daniels was supposed to be there. He canceled. I wanted to get his SIG on a couple of my Nocterra ones. Everyone was at Assad Ribic because he's never at cons. He's just never at cons. So he was busy like just the whole day, the whole weekend. Mark Bagley was there. Erod got a nice sketch. Of course, saw a couple nice sketches that he did just quick, like he just does them and they just come out like masterpieces. John Romita Jr. was there. There was some bigger names there than I've seen. Well, definitely bigger than last year, and I think COVID had something to do with that. But yeah, some people, KV Comics is saying Ribic did a sketch cover for him. Davis Ryder got something. I think Jay got him to do a paint sketch. Well, it's not really a sketch, a painting almost on the cover of his Thor God of Thunder 2 of Gore. So that was pretty cool. Wow. Yeah, that came out really good. Wow. So that's going off. He got that witnessed, and that's going off to hopefully get a yellow label 9.8.
That's great.
So yeah, I mean, did you hang with Jay on Friday night? That's the main question. That's what everybody wants to know.
So I did hang with Jay on Friday night, and that's why I was fucked up on Saturday morning. I'm not a big drinker like that, but then a few of us met at the bar. So it was me, Jay, Actual Dracula, Javon Jordan, Back Issue Paulie, a couple of other cats, and we were just knocking them back. Tab was open, just shots like every 5 minutes. Literally, it was like shots. And then we made it over to Roadhouse. It's called.
Yeah, Comics Roadhouse. That's the bull. We call it the bull because you got the bull riding.
The bull, and we made it there. And after that, once the room started spinning, and I wasn't even on the bull. And I told my wife, I was just like, I want to go now. I don't want to be that guy that's like falling on the floor. Big shout out to Actual Dracula, who was that guy.
Yep. And Guy Forge, how many? Would you say every single person from the community that was there Friday night told us how bad shape Jay was in? Was it every single person we talked to?
When we got there on Saturday, every person that came up to us, just flat out, not even saying, not I appreciate the hello, hey guy, what's up? Oh, Comic Forward, hey, what's going on? Nope. Everyone who walked up to us goes, how's Jay? I go,
He's like,
I guess he's okay. I don't know. Hey, how you doing? Like,
your boy was fucked up.
Yeah, yeah. Is Jay awake? Is Jay okay? Is Jay coming down? When are we gonna see Jay? I was like, oh boy, what a night.
I was like, must have been a fun Friday night.
Yeah, but thank you to Biggie's New York, home of the New York Warriors. Super chat. What's up, fellas? Missed you this year at Terrificon, but definitely next year, and I'll see you at King Kong. Biggs, we missed you too, my man.
Missed you, Biggs. Yeah, I mean, the community guy was great. The presence was very, very strong this year. Dudes came in from Pennsylvania. Dudes came in from Canada.
Yeah.
Davis came in from California. I mean, guy, who was there that you saw?
I mean, we had Drac, we had Ozzy, we had Newbie, we had the whole Canada movement was there. A couple of the other guys wanted to come. Wesley was there. A couple of the other guys wanted to come. They tried to make it happen, but it didn't happen. I was gonna say to Linx, do you feel that this is more of a, like, you can get closer to everybody at this, like, closer to the artists and like actually have a conversation because it's not so rushed?
Yeah. So for example, it's not rushed. And then I think I had the VIP package thing, whatever it was. So we got let in a half an hour beforehand and it was completely empty. So when I, was talking to John Jang on 2 days, as a matter of fact, on Friday and Sunday morning, we were talking for a half an hour straight until people started coming, to his booth. And the same thing with Javon Jordan. As far as like the other artists in the back, I did my rounds, but I was like, whatever. But definitely like talking to the artists and they're not shooing you away and having like a respectful, fun conversation, like about the craft and about the art.
Yeah, I mean, I was happy. I wasn't really hunting. I was really just, again, I go up to enjoy the atmosphere, to maybe pick up a couple things if I see something I like. But then you get things in your head and then you go, oh my God, I could do this. Maybe I could do this. Ooh. Yeah. And then you pick up some things. But yeah, what did Wes say?
Garth Ennis, Jerry Conway, Mark Bagley, Klaus Jensen, and no one at their tables when we saw them in the middle of Saturday. Nice. Yeah, no, a couple of those tables were empty. It's good and bad because it's like, okay, does this generation just not know who these people are, or is it just like, hey, let me run up there, let me take the opportunity? So yeah, there were some great names. Ryan Brown was there. That was pretty cool. He was sitting next to Mark Morales.
So Mark, the story with that, that's I walked up to Brian, and I'm like Ryan, because I always go to Ryan. We're close. We're in the
Zombie Pets.
Network, so yeah, Zombie Pets. If you don't know who he is on Instagram, but Ryan Brown. I walked up to him and I'm just like, "What's up?" Shooting the shit, and he goes, Mark Morales is right next to him, and he literally had said to him, because when everything first started, Ryan was bombarded with people around him, like asking for remarks and asking for this and asking for that. And Mark goes to him, he goes, I don't mean to be rude, whatever, but he goes, who the hell are you?
He said, who the fuck are you?
Yeah, well, yeah. I know, but who the fuck are you? Like he goes, no one's coming over here. And he goes, and you're surrounded by people right now. But it goes to tell you what the community, when the community is talking, that's what happens, right?
Yep. It's a good thing.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, it would have been, they're not my stories or guy stories, but Jay had some stories from Friday night. We weren't present for Friday night. Saturday night was much calmer. It wasn't calm, but it was calmer than Friday night from what I was told. But we had a blast for Saturday night too. Hung out with Erod's son. Yeah. Who else was Newbie was hanging with us. Actually, we got to meet Manimal. Milton the Manimal for the first time, so that was pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
We missed BX Boxer Squared Circle Comics. I don't know.
He was there early.
This guy drives like 5 hours and he stays like 30 minutes.
Yeah, I was able to hang out with him for a little bit on Saturday.
We missed
Very
you,
upsetting.
BX.
I miss him. Yeah, happy birthday thing to your son as well.
The guy was looking like a short school bus with that yellow shirt on.
He is a school bus.
He's a big
He is a school bus. But shout out to after Matt puts that up, I got to put this up because my man rolled in hot. Spider Paul with that super chat. We want to show the books that he gave us, but I think they'll kick us off the channel if we do.
I could show
so
one. The others I can't show.
He gifted us some books, but hey, look, there's one of them.
Nice.
Just imagine this without clothes.
Can you get a little closer?
Yeah, that without clothes and other things happening on the cover that literally made me blush. So, yeah.
Well, thank you, Spider Paul, for that super chat, and thank you for always being a defect. You know, inside.
I saw Christy Swanson. Guy was like, "Is that Christy Swanson? That don't look like her."
Yeah.
I'm like, "That's her. She's just old."
That was her. Back issue, Paulie hanging out the weekend too. Always a pleasure to see you boys and the rest of the community. Here's a 5-spot towards those room rates for next year. Yeah, I want Eva. Yeah, nice. All right. Well, you asked for it.
Fuck that new super chat. Let's see if we give him a little Eva.
Defects. Guess who's back for some more super chats? Yeah, baby. Let's go, Defects.
There you go, back issue.
Linx, I heard you got some women on your channel too.
Yeah, I do, but they're not actual live women. They're like silhouettes, animatronic, like Chuck E. Cheese women.
Listen, sometimes a little bit of mystery is better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I gotta step my game up.
There you go. Oh man,
live sex shows on in the mix.
So, I got the shirt on.
Ooh,
King Khan. That's what we'll be next. King Khan. I don't know if he's calling it King Khan 3. I'm assuming that's what he's calling it. September. Links, was it 17th?
Yeah, September 17th.
So a little over a month away. It's crazy. You gonna be there, Links?
Yeah, I'll be there. It's funny. My job was doing like a outing, and I was just like, I can't go, so they switched the day because I was just like, I have something to do on the 17th. It's super important to me. Yeah, and they switched the day. So I'll definitely
look at that. Look at that. King Khan changing business schedules. I love it. I love it. We're going to be there. It's going to be fun. There's some changes, some updates, some new things happening this year. This go around. It was this year. I said this year, but obviously there was one in the spring. But this iteration, it's going to be fun. So that's where we're at next. And then probably New York Comic Con. Want to see you guys at these cons, man. Come up, say hello. A bunch of people did come up and say hello. We appreciate that. Just tell us who you are so we could see you in the chat, shout you out.
Yes.
Yeah, man. So obviously we can share stories about, story of my friend dressing up as Spider-Man. Literally no one, we all went out the night before. He met us there. He's not really into comics, but he just wanted to come hang out. And he showed up on Sunday and he's like, "Where are you? I'll meet you in the front." And we're all standing there. And not everyone, Guy and Jay were not. Yeah, there you go. And this dude comes up behind me in a full Spider-Man suit and he's like, "Hey." And I was like, "Yo, bro, get off me. Like, why you on me, dude?" And then I hear the voice. I'm like, "You got to be kidding me with this." So then I find Jay. I'm like, "Yo, where you at?" Jay sees him. He already knows who it is. Like, he knew right away. He could just tell. Took a picture with Mitch. If you can't tell, the Spider-Man suit is on backwards. Okay. Yep. So people were stopping. Don't zoom in on his junk because his junk was hanging out because he had the crotch wasn't in the right. You know what I mean?
Oh, it was terrible.
It was bad.
Hashtag
and then
bulge.
people were coming up and asking, "Yo, can I take a picture with the backwards suit Spidey?" He took like 12 pictures.
Yeah, he took pictures with a lot of people. He grabbed these two. Hold on. He grabbed these two kids and goes, "These are my boys. Take a picture." The kids were so scared.
It's like, "Sir, dude, put that away. Put your web shooter away."
It was crazy, dude. He's doing webs to everybody that walks by. I'm like, yo.
Sliding down, going. Pss, pss, pss.
Yep. Guy had no clue who it was.
I had no idea who it was, and then he's.
So we're videoing it.
Yep.
It was crazy. Jay's got the video, so when he comes on, we gotta show the video. I was like, "Yo, go fuck with Guy," and he's going back and forth. And it took Guy like 30 seconds to realize who it was, but it was just like Guy went along with it. It was great.
Wow!
So,
Oh my god!
It was he had the backwards suit on. It didn't fit him right. It was like so tight. The mask was like all wrinkled up on the bottom. We were calling him Spider-Man into the Hobo-verse. It was crazy, dude. It was crazy.
Spider junk.
Oh god.
He didn't have a camel toe. He had like an ass on the front of his fucking
It was like a straight division
costume.
sign going on.
Yeah, it was like a division sign. Like it was like ball.
It was like ball dick ball.
Yeah.
It was fucking crazy.
Yeah,
shout out to Expensive Paper. He said, "Great channel," and shout out to everyone with a Blue Marvel 9.8.
I guess. Fuck me,
Yeah. Jay got the 9.6. Appreciate you, Expensive Paper. We gotta do another super chat here. What are we doing?
Yeah, you do.
Sure, why not?
Make it rain on me, Defects. Yeah. I can feel it. More.
Bang.
And look,
All right.
even Chinmo said, "One of my favorite moments this week in Spider-Man sliding behind Guy."
Dude,
Yeah,
I saw Chinmo's face from he caught wind of him before Guy did. Like I think Chinmo saw him before anybody else did. Like because he was trying to get Guy's attention, so he just kept. And Chinmo was like just chilling there, like just watching him, like what? And I only imagine what was going through his head.
The Beast played along too. Beast
played along.
"Oh, you got me." He goes, "You got me."
Beast probably like, "Yo, get this fucking clown out of here." All right, so let's. I see some comments about some news. We're going to talk about it. Ronnie McFadden, don't worry, we're getting there. So let's get into some news. There's not a lot of crazy stuff, but there's going to just some reactionary stuff. So you know how we do. Wait a minute. I feel like, did you guys play this last week? Because I feel like you didn't.
I did.
You did.
I was. I was on point.
You're on point. I feel you. This was a cool one. This was probably right after last week's show. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse will feature Spider-Punk. And the reason they're saying that is some official merchandise was released with some Across the Spider-Verse branding on it, and it was all Spider-Punk stuff. So, yeah, Cannabis and Comics shouting out Guy Forge. So here's the toys. You got the Spider-Punk helmet and Spider-Punk guitar. So, we know there's going to be a lot of characters. This is a character that they've been talking up for a while. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Guy Forge. They, we got a new comic series. A lot of people bought that book up because there were some rumblings that we heard 6 months ago that Spider-Punk was going to be used in something. We assumed that it was going to be animated, but still, we know there's going to be a lot of characters. This may be one of the larger characters if he's getting multiple toys already. So, any thoughts, boys? I mean, excited for Into the Spider-Verse? I mean, what are we thinking?
Yeah. He's a cool character. I think a lot of people relate to it. It's something different and something edgy. I think people like that. What do you think, Linx?
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited for the movie. I'm not really that much of a Spider-Punk fan. I'm like old school. Just give me my Peter Parker and that's it.
Yeah.
I kind of saw this coming down the line when the series came out. I feel like Marvel was always putting out these comic series before like there's an introduction in a movie or something like that. So, and then aside from this, Hot Toys did a Spider-Punk as well. But yeah, I'm excited for the movie. Spider-Punk, take it or leave it.
Yeah. But I mean, that book got hot, right? That number one, Spider-Punk. So yeah. I think everybody was kind of thinking the same thing, right? People were reading the tea leaves. So
yeah, I bought it and I stashed it.
Yep. I wish Jay was here for that because Jay's favorite Batman is Michael Keaton. So Michael Keaton teases how much his Batman has changed in the Flash movie. So Keaton shared that his Bruce Wayne hasn't changed a bit since his last appearance in 1992's Batman Returns, though. In response to the notion that the character of Bruce Wayne and Batman has changed over the years, Keaton simply said, "Not mine." He also said the writing was actually really good, so I thought, why not? It's cool to drop in, and I'm curious to see if I could pull it off. Flash is set to premiere June 23rd, 2023. This is great news to me. It's like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right, Guy?
Yes, and I love Keaton. You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts. But here's the fucking thing. Is it gonna be enough to fucking save this piece of shit that is like ruining everything? Like
Ezra?
that's what bothers me. That's what bothers me. I gave the kid a chance. I say, you know what? Let's see what he can do. Let's see what happens. And I mean, I don't have to explain it. Like I'm so upset because I'm like, this has potential to be so good. Just get Grant. What the fuck is his name?
Gustin.
Ooh.
Grant Gustin.
Oh, from Arrowverse.
Grant Gustin from the TV show, man. Just get the kid from the TV show, and call it a day. Stop wasting time. Stop doing it. People like him. He's very good. Like, what are we doing? So I'm excited for Keaton beyond belief, but I don't think it's enough to make this a good movie.
Yeah, I'm kind of in agreement with you, Guy. I think we're gonna see more kind of like these little tidbits of news coming out, especially about Michael Keaton. For some reason, I think they're gonna kind of retool the movie to not to minimize Ezra Miller completely and the Flash completely, because it is a Flash movie, but just to give more shine to Michael Keaton and that Batman character, because that kid totally shit the bed. It's like how many chances do you get? So I think you're gonna see more news tidbits like this coming, so that they're gonna try to make it as look like a Batman 89 returning movie and minimize like the Flash aspect to it as far as marketing goes.
Yeah, have you heard one bad thing about the kid from the TV show? Like,
well, next to Ezra Miller, and everybody looks good, right? So, but I mean, I was gonna we were gonna talk about this later. Linx brought it up before the show. Everyone's talking about the Flash. Not that I guess it got canceled. Yeah, all the Arrowverse is ending on the CW, so that just got canceled. And then they're talking. Somebody said, how can they not cancel this or not get rid of Ezra if they just canceled the Batgirl movie, right? Linx, you were talking about that before the show, right?
Yeah, so they just canceled the Batgirl movie. I mean, just from the images, it looked terrible. It does give me hope, though. I think Warner Brothers Discovery, or whatever their name is now, after the merger, I think they're going back and looking at all their properties and focusing on quality as opposed to quantity, and retooling things a bit. And if that Batgirl, if it didn't fit with like the narrative that they want to portray on screen, they're going to remove it. As far as canceling it, I think that was a stupid idea. Just throw it on HBO Max with a disclaimer like this movie's outside of the DCEU continuity, and that will be fine. So either it was really, really terrible, or they're just retooling things to make it a more concise, straightforward kind of universe.
How far along did they get in making that movie?
Well, it was that's what I was going to jump in and say. It was actually screen tested.
Yeah.
Really?
And the reactions were just fucking horrible. Like, it was bad enough that they pulled the plug. Like, that's bad. So, honestly, I hope Linx is right. Like, I think what Linx was getting at is I hope these studios are realizing they can't just put out whatever.
Yeah.
They're right.
Well,
they're projected revenue. That's their focus.
Yeah,
but at some point,
it's
gonna be negative on them, and we're getting to that point. I think what COVID did was it changed the movie game forever. Right? Mm-hmm. Like, there's just like, even right now, like, there's just not a lot of, like, you used to be able to go to theaters and see, there'd probably be 3 movies every Friday night that you could say like, yeah, I'd probably see that. Yeah. Now you're lucky if there's one. Right now we're still kind of, you want to say like we're at the tail end of whatever you want to say, but like it's clearly affected things. Mm-hmm. So streaming's become huge. So people aren't going to just go to the movies to spend money anymore, just because. So I hope DCEU is taking a better look at what they have to do, and I hope MCU is really changing things in Phase 5.
Yeah.
We talk all the time about that retreat. and I really do believe that they started listening. You know, everyone's like, oh, they're not going to listen to the fans. I think at some point, if enough people say it and it gets loud enough and people stop going to the movies and those numbers start dropping, that's when they're going to start to listen. So we'll see, you know, to be determined. But yeah, this, I'm just excited for Keaton again. So we'll leave it at that.
Well, speaking of legends,
there he is. TiVo going live at 9. Go check him out. We're on his night, so feel free to jump over there when he jumps on. We had to recover still from Terrificon. Let's try to breeze through a couple of these. So Ant-Man 3's Kang footage teases Avengers murders. So there was a little trailer at San Diego Comic Con. A little bit more detail came out a couple of days ago. Let's see. He said, basically there was a quote that came out of the trailer. This is from Kang, Jonathan Majors. When you could see time the way I do, you could see everything. Everything you're holding on to, everything you call life. I know how it ends. Paul Rudd Scott Lang, a.k.a. Ant-Man, later declares himself to be an Avenger before Kang questions whether he was amongst his past murders. Quote, you're an Avenger? Have I killed you before? So this is big threat level, right? Like, we kind of knew that Kang was going to be the big threat, but like, he is the main threat for phase 4-5, right? Like, for sure, 100%. And it seems like all the way into 6 with Kang Dynasty. So, this is cool.
He's just badass, man. He really is.
Yeah.
He's going to be badass. He's going to kill this role. He's a good actor. For the little bit that we got already and how he played that role was awesome. Was awesome. And you can tell he can switch it up like that. So, you know, not to use the snap, but you know, he can switch it up. And I can't wait. I can't wait to see what he's going to do with it. I think it's going to. I'm obviously big into the acting, and sometimes you can throw anybody in a movie and make it work. I think the villain's got to be someone special, man. The villain has to be someone who can hold the role, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. I think a hero is only as good as the villain. If you got a shitty villain, like, your movie's gonna kind of fall apart. I'm a big fan of Jonathan Majors. I think he was, in the little bit of screen time that he had in that last episode of Loki. Well, not a little bit of screen time, but just in the whole season, I thought it was magnificent. I enjoy like big exposition scenes where it's just like acting and scenery chewing. And I am super hyped for this Ant-Man and Wasp. Not a big fan of Ant-Man 1 and 2. I am super hyped for this. And hearing the audio, because somebody did sneak a phone into San Diego Comic Con, and just hearing that shit, you couldn't really see it. I got goosebumps. When he's I killed you before? Nice. I was like, oh,
that's crazy. What did TiVo say, Matt?
TiVo dropping a major bomb in here. Doom will be in the mid-credit scene of Black Panther 2. Got confirmation today. That's huge.
Wow.
I don't know if I'm happy about that or not, because just some of the recent, the Conquistador Doom coming to you. I don't know if I'm ready for that. So I'm really curious to see if this is true. You know, TiVo's got good sources. You know, so I'll put this at, you know, above 50% chance for sure. So it'll be interesting. Definitely excited to see a Doom, but I hope they do it right.
So you're saying 50-50 pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's more.
Sometimes it may be good, sometimes it may be shit.
How did I know that was coming? Oh, God. He says he causes the Wakanda-Atlantis war. I heard that, too, a couple times. So, hey, man, that's crazy. I mean, let's get it, you know? Bring in Doom earlier than I thought.
If they do him right, bring him on. Bring him on.
Sure.
You have to do Doom right, man. Like, you have to. You can't make him a hipster from Williamsburg.
My problem is if you do Doom wrong, I don't think I'm ever going to see Jay again, and I don't want to lose Jay.
Yeah, he might be out.
Like, Doom is just one of those quintessential characters. I'm sorry.
Yeah, go.
No, I was like, Doom is just one of those quintessential characters. Like, his badassery is cemented. Like, Darth Vader is modeled after Dr. Doom. So if he's not even equally as badass, if not more badass, it's gonna fail in my opinion. But that's just me.
No, you're 100% right. I mean, probably the deepest villain in all of. I mean, you could definitely Marvel. You can even make a case for DC also. You know, Magneto and Doctor Doom. I mean, there's no deeper villains than those two, right?
Absolutely.
So, all right. Let's see. Marvel Studios confirms major crossover event. So, basically, this is gonna. I'm not gonna read the quote. Basically, Feige has confirmed that Secret Invasion, which is spring of 2023 on Disney Plus, will be a crossover event. So it'll be the first Disney Plus show that's like a major titles coming together into one project, almost like an Avengers level, like Civil War type film, right? First time on Disney Plus. So this will be interesting. They're really hyping this up. It's going through some reshoots right now. We'll see. This will be interesting. They said it's dark. Maybe it's dark for the MCU. Let's every time they say something's horror or dark, it's in comparison to what they've done already, not in comparison to everything else, right? So, not much here, but you guys have anything to add on this one?
No.
Yeah, I would just hope that it's more than just the DC Plus like show characters like Moon Knight, She-Hulk. Like bring in some of the, if you can, some of the movie characters. I would kind of be disappointed if it's just like Moon Knight teaming up with She-Hulk and whatever.
Yeah. I feel like it will be. I feel like you'll definitely, you might get a Miss Marvel. Clearly, you're going to get, Nick Fury. So, I'm sure one other big name will be in there.
I hope so. I'm still traumatized about the Defenders.
Yeah.
Well, here's the man himself, Erod212, coming in with that $4.99 super chat, contributing to the Butcher Recovery Fund. I think we all need that right now.
What up, E? Yeah, I was showing off your whatnot stream before, so
yeah.
Congrats on the first attack on Tuesday. I'm sure it was great. Gary is on now. If you guys want to go check him out, he's on whatnot right now. You guys know Very Gary Comics. All right, let's keep it moving. A little bit more DC news.
Did you hear, by the way? I know Thoro talked about it too. That Giancarlo Esposito is in the running for something. Obviously, perhaps Doom.
Yes. So there was a ton of like speculative things and like rumor mill type things that came out this last week, and there was just so many that I was like, if I start bringing these up, you could talk for hours, and a lot of them were just. It's every time after these announcements, you get these theories and random rumors that are just thrown against a wall, and 90% of them don't stick. So it's kind of like,
I think Esposito. I just want to put my opinion out there. I think he holds such a villainy in his delivery. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but like he can just portray that very, very well. I watched a show with him on, I think it was CBS. I forget what it was called. Power? I forget what it was called. Something like that. It was a Power symbol. They canceled the show after a couple seasons, but it was a really cool show, and he was like the badass of the show. On a TV show, forget about what he's done in movies, because we've all seen what he's done in movies, but like the guy is just like, when he puts his mind to something on the screen, I don't see anything else. I see that. So I think he would kill Doom, man. I think he would be unbelievable.
Well, some people were worried because of his kind of similar villain portrayal, right? And how that would work with Doom. So obviously people are nitpicking, right? You want a great actor, and he's a little older. So that's where people were kind of like, maybe not.
Yeah. Well, former Trout coming in with Screw the Recovery. Here's a little towards the next round of shots. Well, they're coming eventually. So
yeah, buddy. What do we got? I give him a little super. Listen, he said a couple shots.
$25 Canadian.
You guys have any food? Never mind. I think I got a slice in the old ET. There she is. Not like a slice of meat, lovers, after a good night.
Accurate depiction from this weekend.
Davis Ryder loved the meat lovers.
That's it. Oh my God. All right. Let's keep it moving. Trying to stay on schedule here. New photos confirm Ben Affleck's return in Aquaman 2. Basically, there were some pictures of Ben Affleck and Momoa, and they teased it and they teased it. The Esposito as Xavier rumor was one of him as also Magneto. I mean, so
Yeah.
But yeah, Momoa basically confirmed it. Ben Affleck returns in Aquaman 2 as Batman, which is just confusing as hell to me because now we have how many Batmans in the DCEU. So this is cool. I mean, I liked Ben Affleck as Batman. I mean, he wasn't my favorite, but I think he did a pretty good job. So let him go again. You know, what do you guys think?
Yeah,
They walked out of.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's good news to me. Like I actually enjoyed Ben Affleck as Batman very much. Not so much of a fan of Aquaman, so I think them having him in the movie. Oh damn! I take it back. I think I don't know. I'm a big fan of Ben Affleck as Batman, so I think it's good news. Like for me, it's good.
Okay.
News.
Guy Forge, what were you saying?
Yeah, I like Affleck as Batman. That Batman, like that particular Batman, I think he did a great job. I'm a huge fan of Jason Momoa. And this was funny because they walked out of one of the buildings that they were filming in, and they like just ran into like people taping on a they were on like a tour. and Momoa just goes, well, I guess the cat's out of the bag now, huh? He goes, I guess we can't hide this. He goes, yeah, look who it is. He goes, yeah, wow. We're together. We're filmed. It was really funny because I guess they were trying to keep it under wraps.
Yeah,
and they literally walked out of the Studio C, and like there was a tour guide, like there was a tour with a tour guide, and everybody was filming and they were together, and it was like, oh my god, like I mean I don't know if that was the planned or what, but it was funny in general.
Yeah, Momoa basically put up a comment on the post that was like, it's not a fucking secret anymore.
Yeah.
Now, is it Batman that's going to be in it, or just or Bruce Wayne?
Good point. Yeah, we don't know. Yeah, so we'll find out. But yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, this was my idea a long time ago.
Yeah,
back.
This just completely blew my mind, I still don't know what to make of it. But the Illuminati shared a rumor that Olivia Colman will play a character with the name Fallsworth, otherwise known as Union Jack in Marvel Studios' Secret Invasion.
Is it April Fool's Day?
I don't know.
What?
I mean, it's a gender swap. I mean, I went on to read a little bit more about this. That was like, it's in the multiverse. So like, could be a different version of Union Jack. This may just be a quick cameo. I have no idea, but it's just wanted to throw it up. We talk about it here, a decent amount. The gender swapping, like, I don't know. This one just doesn't make a lot of sense. Like, if you're going to use Union Jack, why don't you just use Union Jack? I don't know. Maybe it's not a big role. You want the Queen over here as Union Jack? I guess. I don't know.
Someone popped this sexy naked
the spammer. Somebody popped the spammer out.
Shout out to the sex bots. I think for this Olivia Colman thing, I think if they were going to make her, let's just say, like a British version of Nick Fury with some sort of, I don't know, British version of S.H.I.E.L.D., whatever 13 or whatever it's called, then I would be fine with that. But I don't know, like it's just weird to me. Like it's just like super weird, and it's not really the gender swapping, it's more so of the actress. It's just odd.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, exactly. That's right. The gender swap is kind of less crazy than the choice of actress. It's like, okay. Anyway, keep it moving. Did She-Hulk's new footage just tease Ghost Rider's appearance? Interesting little Easter egg. Show it right now. I don't know if you guys can make it out. It's blurry. It's blurry because it's blown up. It's Johnny Blaze. So you have somewhat of like a setting of like a picture that's being lit up outside of almost like what feels like a magic show, or like something like a small stage performance of something, right? So
some Chris Angel type shit.
Like some underground shit, like a very small little venue. I thought that was cool.
The only problem with this, Matt, is actually says Ronnie Blase.
It says Ronnie Blase. Yeah.
So I mean, you almost had it. So I mean, they just did that. They put it up there.
Yep. So that was kind of cool. Little cool Easter egg. I think almost everybody's clamoring for a Ghost Rider, if not multiple Ghost Riders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that it was a pretty cool Easter egg.
Yeah,
it was fun. It's fun. We talked about Terrificon before. Talk about the guy that was all over Terrificon. The cat was pouncing everywhere. Like every time you turned your head, the cat was there. So big shout out to BLC and being all around Terrificon.
Yep. Let's see. This was cool. Basically, Feige, MCU boss reveals that Fantastic Four will be an origin story. In a word, no. So Feige went on to say, a lot of people know this origin story. A lot of people know the basics. How do we take that and bring something that they've never seen before? We've set a very high bar for ourselves and bringing that onto the screen. So it's going to be kind of like a Spider-Man deal. Yeah. You're just going to get Spider-Man that shows up. Not going to get the whole Uncle Ben origin story. You're just going to get Fantastic Four. So that I kind of like. Do something different. Introduce them. Bring them in. Then do their own solo movie. Don't give me the same old origin. Or don't give me the origin period. Just bring us in because most of us know them already, right? Ronnie Blaze, male stripper.
Ronnie Blase.
Anything on this one, Linx?
Yeah, they just have to kind of explain their introduction because if they're these prominent astronauts that go up into space and there's an accident and they just show up, then that's just super weird. So I feel like they have to kind of, I don't know, they have to be stuck in the negative zone or something like that,
right.
and then that'll be their introduction. Because if they just show up out the blue, hey, we're the Fantastic Four, look at us,
we've been around, yeah.
But honestly, here's my question: Do we really need to introduce them again?
I mean, you got to give something, right? Like tidbits, like Linx said, maybe the negative zone. Maybe that's where they've been this whole time, right?
Yeah, since maybe they're stuck in the negative zone since the 60s.
Since the 60s, yeah. I like that theory. I've heard it a few times. I like that theory. So earlier in the day, what do you got there, guy?
No, BLC coming in and said one of the highlights of the Terrificon was the Pressable Defects getting to sign my books. Yeah, we talked about that, but he said you're gonna have the first. You're gonna have the first ones that are gonna be graded and yellow labeled. So that's awesome. We're excited about that and very happy, and we thank you.
Disney announces every Marvel panel upcoming at the D23 Expo. So this is soon, guys. This is September 9th through the 11th. There's a bunch of panels, but the one we're all looking for is called Hall D23 presentation, and it's Saturday, September 10th, 10 a.m. Pacific, so 1 p.m. Eastern. As previously announced, filmmakers, celebrity talent, and surprise guests from Marvel Studios will join Lucasfilms and others on stage in Hall D23 to showcase theatrical and Disney Plus titles. Going behind the scenes of these studios' highly anticipated films, specials, and series, attendees will see exclusive footage and be among the first to learn what's in the works. So we know they dropped a lot at San Diego, probably more than we anticipated. And they're probably going to drop even more here. So they're probably going to fill in some of the blanks for Phase 6. Maybe they throw in something else for Phase 5, maybe another show. I am starting to hear, and it's probably more of a theory, but there may be some smoke, a little bit of smoke and fire here, is the casting for Fantastic Four is going to be shown here. Maybe. I people are saying that to me. People have written articles on it. I could see it happening. Maybe just because I hope it happens. So, I mean, what do you guys think coming out of? What are we getting? Are we getting more or less the same as San Diego? What are you expecting to come out of this? Go start with Linx.
I think first of all, the casting news of Fantastic Four would be great. They already announced the movie at San Diego Comic Con
twice.
Give us the first family. That would be amazing. Secondly, I think if they were to like kind of introduce the X-Men or something like that, or just like this is going to be your first official mutant show, that'll be dope. So that's kind of what I'm expecting, because there were like a couple of dates that were just like placeholders.
Yep.
Yeah, let me plug in.
That Forge.
Yeah, I'm excited. You know, we're gonna get more and more. I think each time. I think they're gonna tease a little bit different stuff. I guess we're gonna see maybe what characters are gonna be out there. Benny Beans was saying something about Super Skrull being the
Yeah,
first
that'd be
villain
cool.
instead of
I
Doom or
like
something.
that. I like
I would
that.
love Super Skrull. I think the Skrulls we're waiting with. I mean, they teased us with those movies back now, and we haven't heard anything since. So
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, Armor Wars, they're saying, is still out there. You know, he basically said it right after San Diego that, you know, it wasn't on the list for Phase 5, but don't worry, it's there. You know, it's somewhere. It's somewhere early Phase 6, late Phase 5. So, like I said, I think the schedules might get shaken up a little bit at D23. And Linx mentioned X-Men. There was some news this week as well that said the reason that we haven't seen X-Men yet is because they really can't recast any of the old roles until, what was it, 2024?
25. I
25,
mean,
yeah.
it's just ridiculous. We keep adding, we keep adding, we keep adding, we keep adding. We find more ways to not make this happen. Like it's like enough is enough, man.
Yep. So that's interesting. So we'll see what happens there. But that was, I think probably some of the biggest news that people aren't really talking about is that if that's true, then X-Men, you know, they could bring in new characters, so that's kind of cool because maybe we get some new characters before the old characters, which I'm okay with. Maybe they're buying out some of these contracts. I would have to imagine that's got to be on the table, right? I can't imagine Disney can't buy anything they want.
Oh yeah.
At this point, right? So,
Matt, can you have a little video you can put up for a second? There's 150 people in here and like only 84 likes. That seems very disappointing, Defects.
I feel like we got to turn it up.
I think you gotta.
All right, Defects. It's time to turn it up a little. I think you guys have been playing it nice lately. We need to get a little raunchy. What do you think? Can Batgirl handle that? I just wanted to let you guys know you are hot shit. Keep doing what you're doing, because I love it. And Defects fans, you're hot shit as well. Maybe even a little hotter. Keep supporting.
Larry cut off Eva. What the
Larry
hell
cut off. What the fuck, man?
Larry!
Larry. And to be honest, you know, I really thought you were gonna come in with this one.
I feel like Eva had to turn up first, and then we smashed.
Oh, okay.
Now everybody smash that like button.
See,
Right.
that
Smash the
Batgirl
like
wouldn't have gotten canceled.
I was,
No.
you know what, Links, you took the words out of my mouth. That's the Batgirl movie I'd go see. You know, I might
the
watch it
theater
after the show. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh my god. So yeah, hit that thumbs up. It's free. It's down at the bottom. Come on, support the channel. Appreciate you guys. My god, everybody loves the extended version. Everybody loves the extended version of the Eva video. Yeah, now we know why the Batgirl movie failed, since they did not use Eva. See, William knows.
See?
William knows. Oh my god. So the headline, right? Obviously,
Ooh.
the thumbnail, the news that the Defects are probably most excited about this week. This has been all over, and I don't mean this particular story, but not this particular leak, but this narrative has been around for a while. He's coming back in Armor Wars. He's coming back as John Bernthal. Disney Plus in Daredevil. So now we have a solid Marvel Updates on Twitter has been getting some stuff right. They got 45,000 followers right now. It's a newer account. They started dropping some stuff, and clearly insiders are using them as reference. So we know that they have definitely a little bit of they carry some weight with what they say. And they're basically saying that the Punisher will have a series on Disney Plus. John Bernthal will return as Frank Castle, and the series will be TVMA. The series will be announced at D23. That last part, I could see that. Whatever. If that happens, it happens. If it doesn't, no big deal. And then Giant Freaking Robot is also reporting one addition to this, that he's going to show up in the Daredevil series first, which could make sense. 18 episodes, they're obviously going to drop a ton on us, right? Like, they're using that as a huge jump off platform, probably for the majority of those characters. If you're going to see the Jessica Jones and the Punishers and the Luke Cage, a lot of them are probably going to cameo in that series with 18 episodes, so this has us hyped. I mean, chat, what do you guys think? I mean, I know we talked about this a million times. Is this, like, do you see him getting a Disney Plus series? Let us know in the chat. TVMA, that can mean a lot. That doesn't really say, like, this is going to be same level as Netflix, but at least we know that it's going to have some violence. How violent? To be seen, right? So, any opinions, Linx? You think this is like a slam dunk, or is this just, are we just wishing this happens?
I think we're just wishing it. I mean, I hope and pray that this happens. I think John Bernthal is the Punisher. It's one of those people that is like Robert Downey Jr. is Iron Man. John Bernthal is 100% the Punisher. What has me excited about this is that TVMA label. If true, like we just saw, like Deadpool, Old Man Logan, they've gone on to Disney Plus, so there's an appetite for more violent content, if you will. That has me excited if they're gonna go all the way and just like balls to the wall. Here's your violent Punisher, because we can't nerf Punisher. Like, you gotta kill motherfuckers.
Yeah. What do you think, Guy? We getting this? Is this happening?
I'm excited. I don't think it's going to be like the other show.
Okay.
I think it's gonna be its own thing. That doesn't mean it won't work, though. So don't get it twisted. It just might not be as what's the word? Because I don't want. It's not gory. It's not like rough.
Graphic?
It's. I don't know. It's in your head too, the way the other show was, because the show was, it wasn't. I mean, it was violent, yes, but it was like the atmosphere that the show created. Okay, the show created an atmosphere that every episode was this serious, breathtaking. This guy struggling. You know what I'm saying? Like, they did such a good job of telling the story of Frank Castle, you know what I'm saying? I don't think you're going to get that with this, and I don't know if that's good or bad, but I think you're going to get Disney's version of it, regardless. But I think they're gonna hit their spots where they're gonna have violence, and do I think they're gonna hold back a little bit more than where you'd have the open field of whatever you wanted to do on Netflix? Yes, I think you have to. I mean, I'm not happy with it. But I think where, like, like where they would take the gun and like take it up to the guy's chin and just pull the trigger, that's not going to happen on Disney.
Yeah.
He might shoot him from 30 feet away.
So
you get my point? Like, so it's like it's going to be different regardless. It's going to be different.
Like almost in the same vein as like Moon Knight.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to speak on Moon Knight because it was so bad, but
that shit was trash.
Yeah.
Here's, I mean, listen, I think there's some tidbits here that are good and bad, right? So people are saying, well, the Netflix Punisher is on Disney Plus right now. So that content type is already there.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. But will they make it similar? So honestly, if I wasn't such a Punisher fan, like the Punisher series was on Netflix was okay. It wasn't great. It was okay. It was so good because of the character, the portrayal of the Punisher by John Bernthal, and how violent it was. Right?
Correct.
The stories were just okay. The writing was just okay. So if you told me that I had, what up, newbie? If you told me that we had to sacrifice a little bit of gore and violence for a better story, I'd sign up for that.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'd 100% sign up for that. So, you know, I don't know. I just hope this. I think John Bernthal is a perfect role right now. He is the Punisher, right? Like, I like Thomas Jane. I like John Bernthal better right now. You know, like, that's what have you done for me lately? John Bernthal is my Punisher right now until I see otherwise. You know what I mean?
And Biggs has a good point. This is no way is Disney going to do a Punisher hallway scene like we got in season 2 of Daredevil when the Punisher just slaughtered everyone.
Right.
So that's my point. We're gonna get him. We're gonna get him in his own way. Do I think we're on Netflix? They would just like, here's the line. We're gonna fucking cross it because we're Netflix. You follow?
Yeah.
Like there's no they ripped the Band-Aid off. We're going like that's what they do. The mouse holds back a little bit, and
Yeah.
I mean, and plus the climate is different right now, right? It's like gun violence is more of a hot button topic now than it was then. Not that it wasn't then, but it's just more in the news now.
Sure.
So, and that's just a fact, right? We're not politicizing anything. That's just reality. So, so I think even Netflix would have trouble remaking Punisher the way they made it. I'll be completely honest with you. I don't think Netflix would make Punisher if they had to do a season 3 right. I don't think it would be anywhere near what it was. So I don't think it's just Disney, but I think a lot of these streaming platforms, production houses wouldn't make it like that. So it is what it is. It's the times,
And that's a great point.
All right, guys, it is just after 9. TiVo is starting right now, so if you want to go watch him because it's a Tuesday night and this is his night, feel free to go. We appreciate you hanging out. We're going to do some new comic book day stuff right now. Also, Gary's on Whatnot. Tack on Tuesdays. He's going until about 10 o'clock, so if you're looking to buy some stuff, run over there. Like I said, we don't like stepping on anybody's toes, but this was the only time we could go this week, and we didn't want to skip this week. So that's my little spiel. Anything before we get into new comic book day? Anything we missed in the news that you guys want to touch on real quick? Anything? What do you guys? Anything?
I'll touch on Mike the Beast Benson in a second. Pause.
Oh God.
He said, "Hey guys, just tuning in. It was great hanging with you at Terrificon." Mike, this kid. Let me explain this. Let me explain Mike the Beast. If you don't know, you better ask somebody. This kid, what a good dude, man. What a good dude. Good member of the community. His family, everybody's involved. This kid knows his shit, but he's a humble dude. He really is. He's a good person. Love him. Love hanging out with him. Thanks, Mike. Appreciate you.
Yeah, Mikey. Now get the fuck out of here. You guys, like I said, anything you guys want to talk about before we hit new comic book day or what?
No, I'm good.
No.
Good to go. All right.
Let's run it.
Appreciate your chat that's still in here. Hit that thumbs up if you can. And we're going to talk about the new comic book day show. It's where the Defects give you our top 10-ish picks of the week for new comic book day, August 3rd, 2022. I can't believe the summer's almost over. We're picking books based on the cover, the story, or a little bit of speculation investment reasons, right? So, guys, again, remember, these are our picks. We had somebody in the comments tell us that we pissed him off because we left 2 books off that we should have picked for our picks. So, hey, we're not for everyone.
Yeah.
Guys, also, check out our boys over at comicbookinvest.com. They got that new comic book day pull list by Chris Nelms. The link is in the description. He's breaking down his picks of the week, which are almost always different than ours. And he's got the entire list of all the ratio variants for the week. So we got you covered. Full circle between the Defects and CBSI. So without further ado, let's get into some books.
Did you forget about this one where we run?
I did forget about it, but there's a reason why, because the
There's no
sound doesn't
music
play.
to it. There's
Right. So it's just kind of dead
alright.
air, and we can't talk over it because I have to change. We used to use it for the edits when we did it recorded. So when I just moved it into the live platform, I didn't cut the sound out, so we can't talk over it.
I'm just gonna play it again. I just wanted to play it again.
You good now? I got I got to strip the audio out so that we could play it and talk over it. Like as I'm doing my little spiel, guy, you could play it. You know what I mean?
Oh, good. All right, good. Yeah, thanks.
Yeah. So I got to write that down. Write that down.
Write that down.
All right. So even though Jay's not here this week, we're gonna start off with his picks, and guys
Every week
guy's gonna read them
begins with
off.
Jay. Oh boy, we got Batman White Knight presents the Red Hood #1 from DC Comics, guys. First appearance of Robin, a girl named Gan, who is working alongside Red Hood. You know, Jay is a big fan of Red Hood. He's got that helmet too that he's getting remarked,
Oh, hell yeah.
which inspired me, which we'll talk about in a couple minutes. But yeah, if you guys are looking at and you guys are following, this looks like a cool story.
Mm-hmm.
Guy Forge.
And that, yeah, we're hopping into a I mean, straight fire. Star Wars Insider Magazine, guys, number 212. I don't really do a lot of these magazines, but I've done a couple of them. One with Mando and Grogu on the cover,
Mm-hmm.
and then this one, just because this one is absolutely fucking bonkers. Dark Chrysanthemum, I mean, badass character, but
That's
like
crazy.
this fucking book. If anyone can tell me and like DM me where I can buy it, because I know obviously you got to get it like through like a distributor or something.
Mm-hmm.
Like I let me know where to get it, because I gotta get it.
eBay.
Yeah,
I don't want to go on eBay.
that's beautiful.
Sick book.
All right.
Is this Matt's pick coming up next?
My first pick, straight cover.
Wow.
Straight cover. Okay. Harley Quinn number 18. That just the homage by Ryan Sook. Ryan Sook's on this list a couple times tonight. So I saw this as one of the variants this week, and I was just like, I'm not a big variant guy. I love this is fantastic. I mean, you got to grab this. Like, how could you just not have this in your collection as just a cool homage cover? You know?
Yeah. Oh, we got Savage Avengers number 4. Jay's a big fan of this dude too.
That's coming out this week.
Yeah, it's this one I think he picked because of the significance. We don't really collect deaths, but Conan is leaving Marvel. And this is the death of Conan the Barbarian. So
Gotcha.
this is it. I think this is the last issue you'll see Conan in a Marvel series. Correct me if I'm wrong in the chat, but I think that's what's actually going on here.
Everybody get down. That was Conan.
Oh, that's dope.
Yes. No, we understood. Schwarzenegger.
So obviously, without a doubt, if you guys saw this book coming out this week, you know I'm getting this book. Transformers: Best of the Rarities, #1 from IDW. There's nothing I can really say about this. This is a big book, and it's Transformers, guys. I mean, come on. You got the fucking tape deck on there, fucking Soundwave. Maddie walked by. Was it you who told me? I was with you, right? And I was looking for some. I think I was looking for some. I forget, Sergeant Slaughter or something. Maddie goes, look. He goes, they got the Funko Pop Soundwave with the tapes, and I'm going, yeah, I got it already.
I already got it. He goes, I already got that. I'm like, do you got it with the tapes though? And he's like, I got the tapes.
Yeah, I got the tapes.
Clearly, Guy
Just
Ford picking this.
Classic. Yeah,
you could book it every week when there's a classic Transformer cover. Guy's picking it. Just
if there's, I had to fight between classic GI Joe and classic Transformers this week.
You did,
and I had to go with Transformers. Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. All right, for me, this is one of the. There's two great speculation picks this week. I don't want to say great. There's two solid speculation picks this week, and this is after the news. I mean, a book came out today. We'll talk about it. It's the next book on the slide, but this was kind of my pick for that. But I think moves down to #2. But Edge of Spider-Verse #1 by Marvel. Last time there was an Edge of Spider-Verse series, we know we got a pretty big character in #2. So, actually, that was the first. Right, that was the first Edge of Spider-Verse title. So in this one, we're getting the first appearance of Spider Laird, a Scottish Spider-Man, and first appearance of Spider Rex. Do I think either one of those characters, I mean, is really gonna do a lot? No, but I think it's gonna be, people are gonna buy this issue. People are gonna want this issue. There's some decent covers here because of the name of the book. You know, Edge of Spider-Verse. I think people are gonna just grab it. Like Amazing Fantasy, when they brought Amazing Fantasy 15, you know, if there's Amazing Fantasy series back out, everyone bought issue 1 and then nobody bought it again. But then the rest of the series had a ton of first appearances that everybody's trying to buy now. So I think it's a good grab and stash, just in case. That it's one of those grab and stash books, just in case. I don't know. To me, it just, my gut told me this is a book to grab this week. So I'll leave it at that.
The 1 in 25 is dope, but that 1 in 10, that stupid shit again. I can't get past that. I really can't. I really can't. These are wasted covers.
Yeah,
like, I don't know why. I don't know why they do them. I really don't.
I can't get with those design covers.
Do people actually like them? Like, is that like a thing?
It's they're always ratio, so people like ratio. So it's usually a cheap way to get in on a ratio.
Oh, here, buy this crappy cover.
Yeah, that cover's trash.
Wes says Spider Rex is the next Miles Morales. Calling it now.
I like that they're bringing a Scottish character. That's going to be fun.
Yeah, that could be cool.
We'll bring out
some honorable mentions.
Scottish.
And Guy Forge, honorable mentions this week.
Yeah, well, Batman 126. I'm just going to jump down to the 1 in 50 Jock and say that's fucking awesome. Like, absolutely awesome. I jumped past the In-Hook Lee. I mean, it is a cool cover, but that is a dope cover. And I'm you know, that's all I'm saying. Linx, what do you think? How about that?
Nah, that Jock cover is amazing. Like, it's funny because I didn't see that one. I had my eye on the In-Hook Lee one because I think that cover is phenomenal. It's nothing that we haven't seen before. It's just like the whole red tone. You know, red is my jam. But that Jock cover is phenomenal.
I haven't seen anything like the Jock cover at all.
Yeah.
But wait, there's more.
1 in 100. Holy shit!
And you got the 1 in 100 Ryan Suki now.
So I think this is probably going to be the hottest book of the week. Came out today, right? Because it's Tuesday. First appearance of Aiden and Addison Cobblepot, the Penguins kids. So I have a feeling people are going to be buying this up. Speculation reason. 2 first appearances. I think it's at the top of a lot of people's lists this week now that they know. I haven't checked eBay prices on this right now, but I have a feeling everything's going over ratio. I could be wrong. Another stash and grab. You know, are we going to see Penguins kids anytime soon in a movie or their own comic series? No, but I think everybody wants this one. They don't want to be late to the party on this one. Let's just put it that way.
I didn't know Penguin was slanging that D.
Yeah, now you know.
Dark Crisis on an Infinite Earths #3, guys, from DC Comics this week. You got a lot going on here. Who are they fighting? Who is that?
Well, I don't know. I can't tell. First appearance of
Red Canary. Red Canary. So
it looks like
how many canaries,
Warlock.
How many canaries do we need?
Looks like the Lincoln Memorial.
Came to life.
Somebody's saying Pariah.
All right.
So,
I don't know who the fuck that is.
See.
Well, you got next up,
Drac.
Drac in the house. Flashpoint Beyond #4 from
That's
DC Comics. Yeah, this is a homage, right, to like the Michelangelo drawing. Is it Michelangelo in the drawing?
Da Vinci's
Da Vinci.
Sorry,
Peruvian man.
You're right. Sorry.
Yep.
And that
first appearance.
Pretty cool. First appearance of Dexter Dent, a vigilante trying to break his mother out of Arkham Asylum.
Yep. All right.
And this is obviously, you see a clock there. It's the identity of the Clockwork Killer revealed.
I think there
Pretty
was
cool.
one. No, that was it. This is the last one. Okay.
That's it?
That's it. Linx, what are you grabbing this week? Give us a little preview of what you're week
Yeah,
looks like for New Comic Book Day.
Yeah, I'm a real big like indie reader. So
Okay.
I have my top 6 list. Number 1 on my list is Sacrament from AWA One Shot. I don't know what it's about, but it's called Sacrament. So I'm guessing it's some evil church type shit, which I'm all for. So I'm picking that up. Duel number 3, which is a fun story by Bliss on Tap, which is pretty cool. Little Monsters number 6, the Jeff Lemire vampire story.
Yes, that's good, man.
Yeah, that's really, really good. Surprisingly, and I'm not into cutesy stuff, I gave Twig a try. I love Twig. So Twig number 4 drops tomorrow as well. Closing out the top 6, I guess. The Closet. I think The Closet is pretty dope. Waiting for something to happen. We have 2 issues already in the bag, and there's some tension there and stuff, but I'm just waiting for something to really happen. And then finally, Batman Killing Time number 6. I think it's the last issue, right? From Batman Killing Time number 6.
I believe so. Yeah, I think it was 6-issue miniseries. Yep.
I've been enjoying that immensely. As a new kind of like Batman fan, that was one of the first titles that I picked up and I read. I really liked it. Then I went back to read the Scott Snyder, Greg Capullo stuff, and I loved it. But Batman Killing Time, I think it's dope. It's what Nonstop Spider-Man should have been.
Okay. I like that. Any Moon Knight? You read Moon Knight yet or no?
Yeah, I am. It didn't make my top 6.
Didn't make the top 6. Okay.
No, I did the thing. So I'm getting Moon Knight. I forgot what else. It's on my phone, but like my pool is like 15 books. But like these are the things that I'm actually like I'll actually read tomorrow. Like when I get
got it.
video or whatever. Moon Knight, I'm like 2 issues behind. There's some other stuff that I'm like a couple of issues behind. But like this is like a appointment reading, like all these indie stuff.
Sure. I think Moon Knight is actually a new story arc starts this week.
Yeah.
Would you say that's the best Marvel title going right now, or top 2? If it's not number 1, what do you think? You reading any other Marvel or no?
Yeah. So I was reading. What am I reading? I'm reading Maestro, which I think is dope. She-Hulk. I'm reading that.
That's
Moon
fun.
Knight. Moon Knight is probably up there.
Okay.
Yeah, probably up there. I don't think there's a lot of and don't kill me, or I can never come back on the show. I don't think there's a lot of like great Marvel stuff that I'm dying to get into. So my appointment reading is always the indie stuff.
No, I think everybody's on that bit.
Yeah, and then throughout the week, I'm just like, all right, what's left? All right, She-Hulk, boom, let me knock this out.
Yeah, no, I mean we've said it all the time. The indies are killing. Story-wise, it's not even a comparison. If it wasn't for the nostalgia part of these characters, you wouldn't. No, I mean, I can't speak for everybody, but yeah, the story just hasn't even been the same. Somebody want to take this clown out of the chat for me? Appreciate you. Yeah, so cool, man. Yeah, I like that list. You got 15 polls this week. You got a little top 6 action. I like it. I'm reading a couple of those titles myself, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, man. So I think we're gonna wrap it up. We probably went a little longer than I wanted to, but Linx, your link is in the description. Give us a little preview. What's coming on the channel? Plug whatever you got. Talk. I know you had a video today, so here's your little plug spot. Go for it.
Awesome. First of all, I want to thank both of you for giving me the opportunity to come on here. I told you before when I got the call, when I saw the bat signal, I did backflips. I fell out of my chair. On the channel today, I dropped a video, Terrificon, my haul. I picked up, I want to say maybe 70 books or something like that at Terrificon. Like it was nice. Insane. A lot of Silver Surfers, a lot of exclusives, a lot of signed things, and then a couple of grails. Tomorrow, I forgot what I got dropping tomorrow. And then this Friday will be in the mix. It's my weekly live show. I'll probably have Drac on, surprise Drac, to come on and then talk about Terrificon. But on Sunday, if people want to win some free stuff, Legion of Comics and I kind of like teamed up. We both have channel memberships, so we kind of combined our memberships for a 2-month giveaway. And on Sunday, we're giving out an Ultimate Fallout 4 CGC graded 9.4. And then,
nice.
Yeah, that's one of the giveaways, but we'll be giving away a ton of stuff as well. So if anybody wants to come out and hang out on Legion of Comics channel in the chat, you're going to win some stuff. There's going to be a lot of giveaways.
I like it. Link in the description, boys and girls. Make sure you guys are subbed up to DJ Link's channel for sure.
One of my favorite things. One of my favorite things is the rap battles that you do. You guys have so much fun with that, and it's such a cool thing. Drac does awesome. Ozzy, yeah, Drac does awesome on there. Remy, all those guys. Those guys are crazy, bro, and I love watching that. And very talented, and you obviously you do it as well. Really a lot of fun. So if you guys like that kind of stuff, that's these guys. You know, they write some cool lyrics. They come off the top of their heads, and they're spitting some cool shit. So
no, thank you. I appreciate that. And I guess I'll drop an exclusive here. I haven't really announced it. So for the next rap battle, which is happening on the last Friday in August, instead of doing like live battles, everyone is submitting music videos.
Ooh,
so it'll
okay.
be
That's gonna be fun.
Damn. Which is
yeah.
People have had
send me something so I remember, please. Like I know we get alerts, but send me something so I don't forget that.
Absolutely.
Shit.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. Links, thanks for coming on tonight. Filling in for Jay. You know, some big shoes to fill, but you know, you did a great job. Thank you for dropping some knowledge here. You know, sharing the Terrificon experience with us. Shout out to everybody we've seen at Terrificon. If I didn't say your name, I apologize. Mellow Fellow, CBSI Ben. Appreciate you, dude. You know, dropped us some goodies, hung out with us, took us to lunch. Always a good time with Mellow Fellow. You know, just looking forward to the next one. King Khan, that's what's on the horizon. We'll start talking about that in the next few weeks. Thanks for bearing with us this week. Being not going on Monday and then just being still a little shot on a Tuesday. But we'll recover. We can't recover like we used to. You know what I mean? It takes us a little longer to bounce back. So, Maddie, did they super chat without you last video? Yeah. I heard there was a lot of super chats last time around. But yeah, appreciate all you guys. Go watch TiVo. Go watch Gary. Davis is at 10 o'clock. Whatnot Attack on Tuesdays is on right now. Erod, Gary, and then Davis. So appreciate you all. Guy Ford, you got anything before we get out of here?
I just wanted to show this.
That's right.
I had a bunch of shit to show, but we don't have any time. So I'm just going to show this because this was probably the buy of the weekend. I was able to get this lovely, you know, you see all the glare of all my shit and everything, but this dope ass Cobra Commander helmet. But Ryan Brown remarked it and absolutely killed it. He surprised me. We didn't know what he was going to do. He was very excited that he was going to be the first one drawing on here. But Sick. If you look on it too, we got Larry Hammond's signature on the back, which is absolutely crazy.
That's insane.
But Ryan killed it. This is inspired by Jay. The Butcher does some really cool shit with his helmets and getting remarks on them. If you haven't seen his Punisher helmet, what was it, Matt? The same one I got you, right?
Yeah.
He has the Punisher helmet, and he's got a whole bunch of remarks on there. So this was inspired by him. I said, it's such a great idea. I saw it at the con. The guy gave me a good deal on the helmet, and then, you know, just as you can see, it's over here. But just the remark was absolutely bonkers. So plan on getting more and doing a whole villains thing on the Cobra Commander helmet.
That's crazy.
Dope.
Yeah, very excited about it. So awesome. Yeah. And I'll show the other stuff up some other time because we gotta go. Time to go.
Yeah,
time to go to sleep.
Next week we'll do. I'm sure Jay's gonna want to tell a couple stories about Terrificon. We can show a couple other things. We'll be back on our regular schedule. Regular time 9. We'll probably do 9 to 10:30 next week, and that's it, guys. Appreciate you guys hanging with us on a Tuesday. Like I said, go watch some other content. There's some good stuff on tonight. Defects, we love you. Catch you next week. Big John Ross, shout out.